Hello and welcome to Heather's Hypothesis. I'm Heather Reeves, 7th grade life science teacher, mom, and essential oil enthusiast. I love sharing the different essential oil blends I experiment with and getting scientific about each of the oils in them. So with that being said, let's get right to February's blend, Birthday Cake. You can make this blend with 4 citrus bliss and 1 to 2 drops of cinnamon bark. You want to be a little light-handed with the cinnamon bark. So Birthday Cake is the perfect blend for February because I've baked up a spice cake type diffuser blend that will stand up to this cold weather. It's not the sweet, too sweet, like over the top sweet, and it will both uplift and calm you. And February also happens to be the birth month of several of my favorite people, including my son, who will be turning 5 on February the 12th, and my oil mentor. Hi, Hillary. So let's talk about why each of the ingredients are so effective. First, citrus bliss. I absolutely love anything citrus, so this blend of lovely citrus fruits is definitely one of my favorites. And if you add to that the fact that there's vanilla absolute in it, this blend gets that sweet. That's what brings the sweet part of the birthday cake blend. There's way too many citrus fruits to go into all of them during this video, but I'll highlight some of them today, and I'm sure I'm gonna have another blend that involves citrus bliss, and I'll talk more about the rest of the oils in it at that time. So I chose to start with tangerine because it's often added to desserts and drinks, which is a great reason why we would want it in a birthday cake blend, parties with orange drinks. Tangerine can also be added to any recipe calling for citrus fruits. It's very interchangeable. It's not like lemon. You can use it for a lot of the orangey type stuff. It's very blendable that way. So the next 2 oils were available when you placed a $200 order in May. It was either May or June of last year. And the first one is clementine. And in addition to its yummy smell, it has a unique quality of having a calming effect on the mind. We have so many energizing citrus oils in the Citrus Bliss blend that I love the balance that clementine brings with its calming properties. When used topically on your skin, it can ease tension. So even though a birthday is very exciting and energizing, I love the idea of having an oil in the blend that can relieve muscle tension during such a busy time. The next oil is mandarin, and I'm not sure if the mandarin in this blend is red or green because all it says is mandarin, but I'm gonna go with red mandarin because that's the oil that was available in the trio that I previously mentioned that I got over the summer or last year. It's an uplifting oil, so it's also perfect for our celebratory birthday blend. But one thing I wanted to note about mandarin is the main constituent of this oil, like all citrus oils, is limonene, but mandarin has some special qualities about its levels of limonene. Mandarin in particular has a very high percentage of limonene, anywhere from 60 to 75%. And it also has a constituent called gamma terpenine, which is found in oils like cumin, black pepper, and ginger. So gamma terpenine is quite unique to be found in a citrus oil. The component of the oil, this gamma terpenine, it gives it anti-inflammatory qualities, which means you can rely on it to relieve the puffiness or the tension or the headache. And it also has antimicrobial properties, which make it great for cleansing everything from countertops to skin. So, if you're diffusing this, it's definitely gonna be great to have in the air to keep those nasty viruses and bacteria at bay. And the last oil that I want to talk about was cinnamon bark. And I always choose cinnamon bark over cassia, but that's really a matter of preference for you. Interestingly enough, cinnamon bark is harvested from a tropical evergreen tree that grows up to 45 feet tall. I learned all kinds of things because I got interested and started researching. And I don't know why, but I always pictured cinnamon coming more from like a shrub, I don't know why, than a tree. I have no idea why. But when I say evergreen, I'm sure that you may picture pine trees, pine cones in your head, right? And that is a type of evergreen. But in this case, this is simply, we just mean a tree that stays green year round. And the cinnamon tree is very tall and skinny, and it has oval shaped leaves, but so it doesn't have the pine needles that most people picture when we say evergreen. But it is literally an evergreen tree. It stays green, it keeps its leaves year round. So cinnamon bark gives this blend, I chose cinnamon bark to add to this because it gives that fresh from the oven smell that I was looking for. Citrus Bliss is great on its own, but cinnamon is what gives it that spice cake type smell, and I just felt like it was missing that. So some fun facts to complement the birthday cake blend. You can also make this diffuser blend into our room refresher spray by adding about 20 drops of Citrus Bliss and about anywhere from 5 to 10 drops of cinnamon bark to a spray bottle filled with half water and half witch hazel. The reason for witch hazel is it helps the fragrance to stay around a little bit longer than water does. It helps it to not evaporate as fast. I've also seen people use straight witch hazel, which would help the fragrance stay around even longer. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. So have a great month, and I'll see you next time on Heather's Hypothesis, where I'll be sharing a blend inspired by the impending start to spring.